Hello, my name is Domo, welcome to Italo.Doom. So just grab the soul sphere, the armor, and then hide in this corner right here when you press the switch. Because everything is going to infight, everything's going to come out. And you're going to get cornered like really easily here, unless, you know, they infight properly or they behave the way you want them to. This star is really hectic, and I'm not really a big fan of it, since I do feel like it is pretty RNG dependent, as many things are in Doom, but oh well, luckily it's like the last kind of fight like that in the set, because the last map is pretty easy. Oh yeah, here I almost get cornered and lose my run, so try push through, and I somehow live on 2% health. Crazy. But yeah, I basically, like, once there are only Hell Knights, you can just chain gun them down. Usually it will just be Hell Knights because they're like the tankiest enemy. So once you've done that, make sure you grab the shotgun shells, because if you forget those, you're going to have a hard time for the next fight. So once you press that switch, an archfire reveals itself. I try and dodge out the way, but I fail to do so in time, so I take a zap, but that's not a problem. So I go around looking for any soul spheres. I'd taken the last one, so I just jump down. And now you do this fight with 3 archfiles. Now, this can be actually quite tricky, especially if you decide to like do what I do and, you know, hide within here just for like the whole duration of it, instead of, you know, moving around a lot, which I feel like you are kind of meant to do. I feel like that's why it's there. Luckily I don't get zapped, I don't think, so... Oh yeah, the double stun as well, that was pretty sick. I've never seen that before. But yeah, once you've done that, you just press the switch and you go into this fight. I actually had a lot of trouble with this fight initially, and I found I suppose a fairly consistent strat to it, which is you start with the corner in the backpack, you then try and kind of go along the edge, because everything will infight and, you know, hopefully sort of stay within the center bit, but yeah, sometimes they won't, and I guess you can just die from that. But here, when the wall lowers, try and just sort of exit it and camp here for like the rest of it, because you get a lot of movement, like a lot of room to kind of maneuver and such. So here, like if you're low on health, just grab the soul sphere and the mega armor, and yeah, just use your rockets. Really, you get quite a lot of rockets in this map, because the Cackle Horde later, you'll see in a bit, like, you'll notice it's there, but you don't really reveal it till the end of the map. So yeah, once you've cleared that fight, you have to press that switch. That lowers a lift here, and this fight here can be, it's usually fine, but I guess it can be a bit tricky if you're not like good with, you know, tight encounters, because you're very like cramped between enemies of all sorts, and you just kind of want to, like, what you want to do is try and berserk your way through the fodder enemies, like the imps, the chain gunners, and then, you know, slowly make your way around, try and get decided to infight with the tankier enemies, because then that way you'll be able to go in the center and get to the next area, which is how you do get there. So I'll grab the Megasphere just to be safe, and luckily that rocket did a lot of damage to the Hell Knights and Barons. They all get very mad and start targeting the Cyber, and that gives me a chance to, you know, go down there and go into this area. Now, once you press this switch here, this basically sets off the final fight, basically. Well, I say the final fight, it's not the final fight, it's penultimate. This should really be the final fight. So here, yep, all the Cacos get released. Just grab the cells and use all of them except about, I'd say, 80 cells, because you want to save that for the Cyber when you do go against it. Unless, you know, you want to use rockets, which is totally fine as well, but it's just kind of more convenient to have the FG rather than, you know, rockets, because what if you end up, you know, like, making a mistake and face rocketing? It's more dangerous that way. That's kind of how I see it, but, you know, you can do it however. But here, yep, this fight is really scary, because you know, you won't kill all the pain elementals usually. Sometimes you do, you get really lucky, but even then, there'll be just lost souls everywhere, and god, rocketing lost souls is such a big task. This is the final fight here, by the way, with all the chain gunners. It's really not worth mentioning. Like, you are in a bit of the open. Oh yeah, do not touch that that blue like sector. Is it a sector? Yeah, it is a sector. Do not touch that blue sector because that is the exit. And I did do that before in one run. I accidentally touched the sector, and that was pretty unfortunate. I also died right whilst killing the cyber because my BFG shot did not kill it. I lost one and decided to fire a rocket basically straight after, and it didn't give me enough time. But yeah, that's map 19. It's you know what, it's okay. It's still pretty forgettable like map 18, but it's, you know what, it's kind of fun. I quite liked it. The last like few fights were good, but the first one really didn't do it for me. So now we're on to the last map. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then.